Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome here to UW Lacrosse. Ken Manning, Western Wisconsin Video Productions, as we are ready to bring you some of our area athletes at the state track meet here in Divisions 2 and 3. We're here on a Friday afternoon, and it is, well, it's a little breezy, but covered with some clouds all around us here. They are talking a chance of rain, but we'll keep our fingers crossed as it really is a beautiful day out here at UWL. Stay tuned. We will have opening ceremony is going to be coming right up, and then we are getting things rocking and rolling here throughout the afternoon and into the early evening. Glad to have you on board once again. Ken Manning, Western Wisconsin Video Productions, and the 2024 State High School Track Meet. We're here Friday afternoon, May 31st. Well, back we come, and I tell you what, we are going to get things jump-started right away. This is the 3200 men's relay, and we are going to have a couple of area teams. Lancaster, one of them, but closer to home as far as in the Westby Viroqua area, it is Kickapoo Lafarge. We're going to keep an eye on them as that gets going here. Lancaster's in lane 1, and I'll check that. Boscobel is in there. Let's see. Lancaster is in lane 5, lane 5 when they started, and Kickapoo Lafarge was in lane 7. Here's the first go around, twice around for these runners. Right now, it looks like, I want to say that is potentially Glenwood City. Could be Phillips as well. Phillips with a real nice time here. In the second section, boy, there are some fantastic times. This first one, the little slower of the two heats. It looks like Manitowoc, it's Manitowoc Lutheran, that's who's out in front. Here's the handoff. Nice clean handoff. Looks like Lancaster's in the number 3 spot so far. Columbus Catholic number 2. Kickapoo Lafarge, they're in the number 4 spot. You can see there's a pretty good gap between 3 and 4 right now, so they'll look to try and close that gap, if at all possible. And you can see in the forefront, the pole vault. Boy, there's a nice jump. Dave Gluck is down below, keeping an eye on the high jump, as well as the long jump for the girls. Aaron Gluck, returning high jump champion. And also Emma Chose jumping in the long jump, so we wish her all the best. There's the second time around here now for the 3200, second leg. Second leg and second lap. Still out in front, Manitowoc Lutheran, Columbus Catholic, Lancaster, Kickapoo Lafarge, your top 4 in this particular heat. Really extending that lead here right now as we take a look coming down on this final turn. Kickapoo Lafarge, Lancaster. Kickapoo Lafarge has snuck into the third place spot right now. Columbus Catholic in number 2, and way out in front, Manitowoc Lutheran. The tough part on this is, I believe, the slower the division, or heat, I should say. But I think if you win your heat, you qualify for the finals. Pretty good looking run as they hit into their second lap now. Kickapoo Lafarge. Here comes Lancaster sneaking out now. And they recapture third place in the heat. Here's the end of the third lap, or exchange, I guess we'll call it. And again, Manitowoc Lutheran well out in front. Columbus Catholic back in number 2. Kickapoo Lafarge scoots back into the number 3 spot. Lancaster dropped a spot. They are now number 5 to Marathon in 4. Oh, we'll see how this all materializes here. Well, congratulations going out to the men's and women's UWL Division III track and field team. Boy, a clean sweep, huh? Winning the national championship. That's pretty cool. Here comes Columbus Catholic. They are going to now sneak out in front of Manitowoc Lutheran. Boy, a blistering pace right there at 58.58. My goodness. Kickapoo Lafarge still in the number 3 spot. Boy, a real nice time there, too, on this final leg. On that first lap was under a minute, 59.27, so they're motoring right along. Lancaster still in the number 5 spot. Well, here they come down the stretch here. Again, this is the qualifier. And boy, Columbus Catholic doing a great job here. They are going to pick up the win in this particular heat. Trying to catch them is Kickapoo Lafarge, just going to be a little bit shy of that one. Lancaster snuck back into the number 4 spot, it looked like. 109, check that, 105 on that particular leg by Kickapoo Lafarge. That was one of the faster times in there. But Kickapoo Lafarge going to finish third at 8:28.96, and Lancaster at 8:29.58. Well, congratulations going out to them. Well, now we'll see how they play out here as your second heat now coming into play. Taking a look at this particular heat, this is the second heat of this 3,200 men's relay. And what we find here is Fenimore in the number 1 spot there in the inside lane, lane 1. And they have the best time coming in at 8:10.91. Cuba City in the number 9 spot at 8:24.74. So you can see there's a 14-second difference here. But I would imagine these two teams probably competed against each other in their own regional, sectional for sure, you would think, right? There's the start. You kind of hear an echo of that gun. Kind of throws you for a moment. You think, well, was there a false start or not? But they are moving right along. And we hope you enjoy today's broadcast, the tape delayed broadcast of this WIAA State Track and Field Meet. I was trying to take a peek here at how many years it's been. Next year, we do know that the State Track Meet will be on June 6th and 7th. So that should be, we'll have to get that on our long-term calendar, won't we? Coming down here on the first leg. And it looks like Fenimore is in the lead. As they come through. Looks like Fenimore, Partyville make that dodge land, actually. Cuba City doing a nice job here early on. They're in the number 3 spot. Trying to stretch things out over on that the back stretch. You can see him go. We'll be here again tomorrow with all events starting at 10 o'clock. That is going to be a fun day with the finals. Final leg coming up here in this first leg, I guess we'll call it, the final lap. So here comes your first exchange. Dropping back a spot. Now taking over first place here is Dodgeland. Fenimore has dropped to 3rd. Partyview in the number 2 spot. But they're going to stay close, and we'll see what kind of kick they have in the final lap, the final exchange. Well, let's take a look. Second exchange coming up now. Partyville remains in first. Fenimore has crept back into number 2, and they may have just taken the lead again. Fenimore has just got the exchange off. Fenimore out in front. Dodgeland right on their heels, as is Partyville. My goodness, this is going to be a 3-team race right here. Cuba City has dropped back now after a pretty good first leg. Taking a look as we come into the play here of this particular third and final exchange. It's practically a dead heat. Nice on the handoff. Partyville will scoot out in front by just a mere step. Grantsburg has now picked up the third place position. Dodgeland to 4. Cuba City, we were watching, they've dropped down to the 9th spot. As they'll look to try and qualify for tomorrow's finals. Well, I was looking to see how many years this has been going on, and I'm just not seeing it in the book. We're getting a lot of our information from. Well, here's your final leg now. Partyville out in front. Fenimore with that first lap, boy, 56.2, but Partyville was 55.8. So that's quite the race. Now it's Fenimore trying to make the turn on the pass on the turn. Not quite able to do that. They're actually going to be running just a little bit more. Sometimes you'll see teams that will just kind of coast right behind, and now they're coming down the stretch. Look at this. This is a big-time race. And Fenimore with a nice kick out in front. They will get the number 1 seed again. Partyville, number 2, coming in number 3 spot here. Trying to get the timers to work, it looks like. What a nice, nice race there by Fenimore. 7:58.44, Partyville, number 2, Grantsburg 3, and Cuba City is going to wind up in the number 8 spot. So they have a shot at it for tomorrow. Well, Fenimore becomes the state champions with that relay team. That was a timed final, and I did not catch that until right at the end. So congratulations going out to them, that 3,200 meter relay. So the state champions going out to Fenimore. Let's take a quick look here. They are now running the Division 2, and we do not have anybody in our immediate area in that particular heat. Well, we'll take a look at the second heat, where we will see West Salem. The Panthers will be in that particular heat. We'll see what they can do. 7:58.44 was your winning time by the Fenimore Golden Eagles in a 3,200 men's relay. And there they are on top of the podium. Congratulations going out to the Golden Eagles. Second section of the 3,200 meter run, relay, I should say. And you're going to have West Salem and the Dodgeville Mineral Point squad are in the number 3 and 4 spots. So, again, a timed final here. So, how they finish, that'll be your state place winners, your state champion, runner-up, and so on. The top 8 get points. The top 6 medal as far as the teams. Here's the first leg. Well, you know, you take a look at all the volunteers, the meet personnel. It is unbelievable what goes on just to get folks to help. It's just a ton of people. Hats off to everybody coming across here and helping out at this state track meet. Well, the team's still coming around here. This is going to be the first, they're going to do the handoff coming up. First handoff. And there they go. Amherst in the number 1 spot, Lakeside Lutheran, McFarland. Dodgeville Mineral Point has picked up, they've maintained the spot where they began in the number 4 spot. West Salem, though, has dropped 3 positions. They are now on the verge of, let's see, they're 2, 4, 6. They're actually in the 7th spot right now, just off the podium. Getting ready for the exchange. McFarland still leads. Winneconne in the number 2 spot. That might change here. Dodgeville Mineral Point has jumped up to number 3, and West Salem has picked up the number 6 spot. Here's a good-looking exchange. McFarland will stay in the top spot right now. Lakeside Lutheran right behind them. Winneconne has moved back into 3rd, and Dodgeville Mineral Point back to 4. Amherst and West Salem following to get on the podium. The final exchange coming up here. And boy, talk about extending a lead. McFarland well out in front. Trying to come up with a good exchange here. Lakeside Lutheran is going to drop to number 3 as Winneconne sneaks out in front. Dodgeville Mineral Point still in the number 5. I checked that number 4 spot. West Salem has moved into the number 5 position. Well, we'll see if they can maintain those spots or maybe even move up 1 or 2. It's going to be a tough one. McFarland with a huge lead right now. McFarland is not even in the picture as the other teams come down this stretch. But they're all trying to leg it out. Over on the far side, you can kind of see the lone runner all by his lonesome. He has a real nice lead here. Someone just overtook. That was Winneconne, I think, maybe. Kind of hard to tell from over on that far corner. Here's the final stretch. It's McFarland all the way. They will be your state champions in Division 2 with this run. Congratulations going out to them. Boy, that was a fantastic race. Winneconne going to finish number 2. Lakeside Lutheran Lakeside Lutheran is going to be number 2. Winneconne will be 3, and I believe that was Dodgeville Mineral Point in the number 4 spot. We're getting things finalized here with the totals. And we're just waiting for the official tally, you might call it. Coming up next here, it will be the, looks like it's going to be the hurdles. That is always quite.
Girls Division 3 long jump, flight 2 competitors.
Division 3 is starting their long jump now, the flight 2 competitors. So Winneconne 3, Amherst 4. Yep, Dodgeville Mineral Point dropped to 5. West Salem, they will be on the podium as they were able to hang on to the number 6 spot here today. They were able to do that by almost a second and a half over Notre Dame Academy. They're going to get things started here with the 800-meter wheelchair. This is the boys. It says boys and girls division. And they're off to a pretty good start. One young man, that one, I almost wonder if he didn't have trouble with the wheels or something there, but he's trying to get things rolling along here. You can see he's really working hard at it. Makes you wonder a little bit about those wheels. Gabe Shamner, I hope I'm pronouncing that, Shammer from Baldwin Woodville coming in. He's in the number 1 spot. That's the young man that had the hard time with things getting going. And let's take a look. I think this might be Wapaka. If that was, that's going to be Quintero. That's who's there. Quintero, Gianni Quintero from Marquette. He came in with a fantastic time, under 2 minutes in this 800. 1:56.29. Let's see if he's got a shot at breaking that. Here he comes down the stretch. Look at that. Well, let's see if we can get his time. 1:56.02. He beat his time, qualifying time. Fantastic. Here's Aaron Gluck in the high jump, getting set. I did not hear where the bar was at. Looks like they're adjusting everything. We had a false start on the hurdles for the girls, so they had to go back, and now they getting everything ready. Looks like they're starting up, and they're getting that one to go again. This one, we have nobody in our immediate area. Well, we're going to look at this second heat of the 100. It's also going to be about the same time that Aaron Gluck is going to be running. She's going to be jumping. They're warming up yet, so we're going to go over here and see if we can watch this jump attempt here by Aaron Gluck. Oh, she just caught the back of it, so she'll look to go again. In this race, in this heat, we'll have Michaela Guslaw from Cashton in the number 6 lane, so right in the middle. We'll keep an eye on her. Runners are on their mark. And here they come. Again, Michaela Guslaw in the 6th lane. Looks like she's in second place here right now. Nice job on that run. Guslaw at 15:64. So a nice job there. The winning time was Izzy Sonatag at 15:27, so she's an automatic qualifier out of Cadott. Gooslaw, the junior, should be sitting in a pretty good position there as well. Here we're looking at Division II now. Elena Christensen, a sophomore out of Viroqua, coming in. Qualified with the best time. She's in the number 5 lane. So right in the middle of everything. We'll keep an eye on her. And again, as mentioned, she's in lane 5. Erin Gluck just made her jump, her second attempt. And they're off. Again, we're keeping an eye out on Christensen. Looks like she might be in the lead here. This is going to be quite the race as they come down the stretch here. It's going to be, I think Christensen might be in the number 2 spot as far as the qualifying side of things. Take a look as we get the times up. Julia Ackley winds up with the winning time. Christensen right behind her. 15:52 for Ackley. Christensen at 15:67. My goodness. 15 hundredths of a second separating those two. Ackley from McFarland. The second heat, we will not have anybody in our immediate area that we follow, so we will hold on that. This is a race with the Division II. My goodness, winning time here. That is going to be a young lady out of Uden, 14:47. Uden or Uden? Not sure how you say that. She had a fantastic run right there. Uden is out of Osceola with that qualifying time of 14:47, winning the heat. Also, there was another young lady in there. It might have been Yates, I believe, that also might have qualified. This will be the Division III heat number 2, and we have Elijah John out of Brookwood, a freshman who had qualified. So we'll get an opportunity to watch Elijah here in his state tournament run. Way down on the end. He is in the number, lane 9. So he will be right underneath us. He'll be closest to the fans, trying to cheer him on. Trying to get everybody set. Looks like they're in position. And they're off. Here they come down the final couple of hurdles here. Oh, not a bad run for Elijah. Let's see where they're going to put everybody. Jensen Rice out of Iola, Scandinavia, winds up winning that heat, and he's the automatic qualifier at 14:68. Elijah John, tell you what, he did a nice job. He bettered his time I'll check that. He did not. He missed it by 0.08 of a second. 16:31 was his time. He wound up 6th in that heat. So not a bad showing for the freshman. In this next division here, we are going to have Marcus Sponsler, it says, out of Platteville. And we're also going to keep an eye on Blake Theory out of Prairie du Chien. Looks like they're ready. And it's a good start. Theory is right in the middle in lane 5. He's just a touch behind. Looks like he's going to wind up in the number 2 spot here. Ben Ovi wins the heat in 15:02. Ovi is from Xavier. Theory winds up number 2. And let's see, where did our Platteville young man? Looks like he is in the number 8 spot. Out of Dodgeville Mineral Point, it's going to be Gavin Hultaker in the number 3 lane, as this is heat number 2. So we'll see where he winds up. Coming down the line as we'll see who's going to take the lead. Oh, a little stumble there. That's going to hurt.
Checking white flags, right?
Altucker is going to wind up winning that one, Mineral Point, Dodgeville Mineral Point. He is the automatic qualifier at 15:56, so great time there for him as the automatic qualifier here in that high hurdle. There was a nice jump right at the end we saw here by Aaron Gluck.
In the Division 3 girls high jump, the bar is now at 5 feet 3 inches, and we have 6 competitors remaining there as well.
6 remaining competitors in that Division 2 high jump. So Aaron Gluck, 2-time defending state champion, Division 2 once and Division 3 the following year, back in Division 2 this year. We know she'll be on the podium, and she is looking to keep climbing that ladder. Aaron Gluck on an attempt there, just missed on that try. And she'll have another attempt here. And I know they're at, I believe they're at 5.5. In the men's division, 100 meter, Division 3. We are looking for Tim Bailey. He is in lane number 6.
Jury of Appeals to the awards tent, please. Jury of Appeals to the awards tent, please.
They're getting themselves set up here now. Runners are getting into the blocks. And they're good. Again, Bailey in lane 6. And boy, I tell you what, that was quite the race. They all are, aren't they? Jensen Rice coming in first place in this heat. Rice out of Iola, Scandinavia. His time of 10.91. And now we'll look to see where everyone else can finish up here and see if they can qualify for tomorrow's final. Bailey in the number 4 spot with an 11.32 time. Not a bad time at all. Here's Erin Gluck. I believe this is her third attempt at the height, whatever this height is. Let's see if she can get this done. Oh. Tough break on that one.
Long way from over there to there to there to there.
Here's the Division 2. And this is, we're going to be looking at Carter Walter out of West Salem. He's in the far lane, next to last lane. As, boy, somebody streaking across there. Let's see who that was. That was Joshua Anawunli with a 10.78. And looks like Carter Walter was in the number 6 spot in that particular race out of West Salem. We have moved into the Division 2 1600 meter race, and that means we are watching Elizabeth Curtis from Westby. She's a sophomore, coming in with the 10th best time. And trying to catch to see, looks like she's in the number 9 spot roughly there right now. Has the kind of reddish, pinkish shoes on. Yep, she's in number 9. She needs to be in the top 8 to pick up points and top 6 to be on the podium. So the final lap is going to be coming up here. Got started a little bit late on this one, so I apologize. Leading the pack right now is Grimban out of Northland Pines. And Hartman from Bloomer is close behind on that one. She's actually now dropped to 3rd as Fouts out of Xavier has taken the number 2 spot. Curtis staying in the number 9 spot right now, just out of the point totals here for the Norsemen. She'll have to get a pretty good kick as there's a bit of a gap between her and the number 8 runner. As we watch them come around the bend here in the final stretch. Boy, right underneath us here, look at this. Gremben walks away with it. And now the final kick coming up here. And we'll see if Elizabeth got in the number 8 spot or not. It was awfully close there with her time. I don't know. She's not going to get on the medal stand, but she might be able to pick up a point here for the Norsemen. We'll see where that all kind of finishes up. That was very, very close on that 7, 8, 9 position. Going to wind up just out of the running for points here with Elizabeth. She winds up, it looks like, in the number 10 position, I want to say. We're looking here at the girls 800-meter relay. The first heat, we're going to have Kickapoo Lafarge and Fenimore that we'll be keeping an eye on. Kickapoo Lafarge in lane 2 and Fenimore in lane 3. And they'll stay in those lanes. Over on the far turn is your first exchange. Tell you what, this wind, of course, we're way up high in the stadium, but that wind is blowing pretty fair, I would say. Here they come for the next exchange. Kickapoo Lafarge again in lane 2, Fenimore in lane 3. Coming into the tournament run, Kickapoo Lafarge had a 1 minute 47.7 second. Fenimore with 1:46.29. The final exchange there, I'm not sure, something happened. Didn't quite see, but you could hear the crowd kind of groan on that one. WIAA, Kickapoo Lafarge, let's see, number 3 spot. Oh boy, was that close or what? Kickapoo Lafarge is going to qualify number 1. I think I had the camera up a little too high. Gransberg and then Fenimore. 1:46.2. That's unbelievable. 1:46 point. Get this. Kickapoo Lafarge 0.24. Gransberg 0.25. And Fenimore 0.26. That's how close those three were. My goodness. So 1.4624. Well, this in our second heat, we are going to be keeping an eye on Bangor. and Lancaster as well. It's a long start, as they say, because you have such a distance to take a look at in those lanes. The best time in this heat number 2, which is, excuse me, typically the faster heat, 1:45:41 by Regis. Now remember, Kickapoo, Grandsburg, and Fenimore were 1-2-3 in the first heat at 1:46.24, and then those three teams were 2-5 and 2-6. So that was a very, very fast one. Right now it looks like this is going to be another quick one. There's the Flying Arrows. Got the good exchange. Bangor in lane 2. Looks like they might be trailing just a little bit. Coming up with the final exchange here. Lancaster. Boy, this is going to be another close one, isn't it? Pulling out, though, I think this is Regis. Lancaster in the number 2 spot. We'll wait and see as they... Eau Claire Regis, yep. They're the automatic qualifiers. 1.4519. So this is Cambridge. Boy, we're going to have, after Cambridge, then you're going to have 3 teams. Bangor will not qualify for the finals. But Lancaster will, as well as Kickapoo, Lafarge, Fenimore, and Grandsburg. We're looking at the boys 800-meter relay in Division 3. This is Heat 1. And in Lane 5, you will find the Lancaster Flying Arrows. Overall, they have the second best qualifying time here in the state tournament. They lead the way in this heat number 1. And it's a good clean start here as they head around to that far bend for the handoff. It's your first handoff. I tell you what, they've got somebody in that exchange for the Flying Arrows. He's motoring. A good handoff there. Wind really picking up here on the top of the stadium. Looking at the arrows. Oh, they did not get the exchange. So that's going to disqualify them. That's too bad. They were really doing well. I don't think they got the exchange in the in their lane that they needed to get it in.
So, ladies and gentlemen, the presence of a yellow flag at an exchange zone simply means one of the umpires has made an observation. They'll be meeting with the meet officials to to determine any course of final action.
Well, we'll see what happens. The Flying Arrows, right now they're in the number 2 spot. We'll see if they're going to hang in there with that position. Here are your place winners for the high jump.
We had a tie for third place. Addison Yates of Broadhead, Judah, and Elietta Udi of Osceola, each with clearances at 5 feet 5 inches.
Tie for third.
The runner-up was Aaron Luke of Westby,
Aaron-
also with a clearance 5 feet 5 inches.
Aaron Gluck was a state runner-up this year.
And the Division II Girls High Jump State Champion, Adeline Shepley of Rice Lake, with a winning height of 5 feet 6 inches.
5'6"
Shepley, Rice Lake.
is the winning jump. And again, congratulations, Aaron Gluck. I tell you what, not too bad. 2-time state champ this year, state runner-up. Congratulations. We are taking a look right now at the men's 800 relay. We're in the Division II side of things, heat number 2, and the Viroqua Youth Initiative squad coming in with a nice time of 129.73. There are 2, 4, 5 teams in this heat that was in that 129 range. And in the heat 1, there were 4 in the 129 and 1 at 128. So there's some pretty fast fellas out there. So they'll look to see if they can qualify here for tomorrow's finals. I do not believe this is a timed final. I don't remember hearing anything anyways, and I thought they showed a queue up there for a qualifier. I'm just going to take a quick look here. 800-meter relay. Yep, that's what it looks like. They will run this again tomorrow. All right, they're getting set. Viroqua in the number 7 lane. Kind of out there on the near corner. And it's a clean start. They'll go to the far corner here with their exchange. Ooh, they just got that off, it looked like. Oh, you heard the groans. Young man just missed on his 17-foot pole vault, which would have been the state record. Here's the final exchange over in the far corner, the far bend, we'll call it. And then lane 5, lane 7. Oh, nice run here by Viroqua. Let's see where they wind up. I think they're going to be number 3. Yes, they were. 130.23. So we'll see if they qualify for tomorrow's finals. Well, we're going to have the young man go over looking at 17 plus right now as he gets ready. Here he comes. Oh my goodness, he got it. What a jump.
17 feet.
17 feet. That was tremendous. No two ways about it. Well, here is young man going for another big jump here in the pole vault. Oh, he did it again. Whoa.
Ladies and gentlemen, 17-2 clearance, one of the 6 best vaults in the United States this season, according to Track and Field News.
That was tremendous. That is one of the best, if not the best, pole vault. That was according to Track and Field, what they just announced.
In the boys, Division 3,
The
100-meter dash trials.
just not 100%. I'm going to see if we can figure out
Shell Lake,
Division
2023, a record 48.00.
Division 2.
Number 1 of the Division 3 competition. Lane 2.
That's got to be Caden Rambit from Bigfoot. And Sam Crenshaw won the Division 3 with a 16.6 jump. That was a top 15 jump.
Lane 5, Cade Listen.
Some pretty neat things going on.
Northwood in lane 7.
All right, we are back down here with the 400-meter dash. In Division 3. This is the first heat, and we're going to be keeping an eye out on Adric Iggy out of Kickapoo Lafarge. Adric is in the number 3 spot. Let's see if we can locate him here. Have to back up just a little bit. There he is. So we're going to keep an eye out on Adric and see how he fares in this 400-meter dash. Only a sophomore. My goodness. Travis and Angie around here somewhere. We'll just have to take the headset off and maybe we'll hear him yelling, cheering them on. Runners are in position here, and they're set, and away they go.
All right, well, I always appreciate it. Thanks so much.
Adric's time coming in was 51.42.
Yep, bye.
In this particular heat, the best time was from Solon Springs at 49.83. We'll see if he can keep up with Cade Leeson. Leeson or Lyson, I'm not sure how they say that. I'm going to guess Lyson. Adric looks like he's in the number 4 spot here so far. And we'll see if that can hold out for him and qualify for tomorrow's finals. Because it looks like that is one of those that will be run again, you bet. Adric's time, 51.68. 51.68.
And final call.
And let's see, number 51, we're going to write that one down. 51.68 for Adric. And we'll look at around a 52.8. 52.8, possibly 9.8. That was the number 7 spot. We're going to stay with this particular race because we are going to have a couple of area runners, one of them from Brookwood. This is going to be junior and Marshall Dahl. Marshall is right here below us. There he is on his practice. He is in lane 2. And we're also going to watch at the end here Nolan Langerer from Bangor, who's a senior, also qualifying. Marshall, one of those 3-sport athletes that all the small schools truly need. Real nice running back on the football team and does a great job on the basketball court as well. And here he is now in the state track meet. Really great to see. They're in position. And it's a good start here. Again, we're going to keep an eye on both Marshall Dahl and Nolan Langerer. And we're going to guess a time to beat is somewhere in that 52.98, 53-second range. Maybe have a shot at getting in tomorrow.
Track and Field News says it's a top 6 vault in the United States this season.
Here they come down the stretch. And Marshall's going to wind up a little bit further behind than what he was hoping for, as was Langerer. But tell you what, a great job here running today for Marshall Dahl out of Brookwood.
Ladies and gentlemen, here are the
It's just really great to see good young men like that, any of these athletes making it down here. Marshall's time, 52.53, and that's a pretty good time, but probably not going to put him in the top 8 or 10 from the looks of things. We're going to take a look here at the girls' 400-meter relay, and I tell you what, this is just one of those that's so quick. We're going to have Ithaca Weston. They are in lane 2, and Lancaster is in lane 4. Are two teams that we're going to kind of keep an eye on. Fenimore also in this one. Nearly forgot about them. They are in lane 6, coming in with the second fastest time. Looks like the white flags were up, which meant everything is good on the exchange. A quick exchange on the turn. And here they come. And when you talk about coming down the stretch, these young ladies are flying. Look at this. Wow. Unbelievable. Let's see what we're going to get here. McDowell Central, 50.32. Ithaca Weston, no, it's going to be, they were so close. It's even taking the cameras a bit of time. Ithaca Weston, Fenimore is going to be second. Ithaca Weston drops down to 5th place, it looks like. Eau Claire Regis behind Dodgeland at 3, Regis at 4, Lancaster at 5, and then Ithaca Weston at 6. So Lancaster, Ithaca Weston in that 50.6 was Lancaster. And you need to be in the top 8, I would imagine, right? Well, we'll keep an eye on that and see who qualifies out of this one. The next one coming up, nobody in our particular area. The Westby Norsemen will be in lane number 3 here for the 400-meter relay, Division 2.
Lindsay from Randolph to the awards area. Lindsay from Randolph to the awards area. Mr. Starter, the exchange zones are ready, sir.
Well, they announced that the exchange zones are ready. That means that the race will be getting underway here in just a few seconds. And a good start here. Norsemen coming into this with a time of 50.52. They've got some speedsters on the squad, but of course, everybody here is a speedster, aren't they? Here comes the final handoff. Westby trying to make a run at it here. They're going to be in the 3 spot with Aaron Gluck as the anchor. We'll see if that can give them enough to qualify for tomorrow. Rice Lake, oh, they're going to say Xavier edged them out. Westby in the 4 spot at 49.91. So we'll see how that plays out. 49.91. Boy, that's a great time. Almost half a second less than what they had before. They improved on it. Well, just over a half a second, so that's tremendous. Now it'll be up to the next race and see where they can finish. They did finish 4th in their heat, so I would imagine that it's probably the top 8 are the qualifiers. This is the men's 400-meter relay, and Bangor, this is heat number 1. Bangor coming in with a time of 44.45. It looks like the Westby girls will qualify for tomorrow's finals. There was 3 teams with a little better time than what they had in that 49.9. I think it was 9.8. And then the number 4 team on this second heat was at 50 seconds. So that would put them in at least in the number 7 seed, I would think. Well, we'll see what Bangor can do. Everyone is set. And again, Bangor in the number 8 spot. Not a bad exchange over there. And now they're going to be the final exchange here, and down the stretch they come. We're watching Bangor in the number 8 position, trying to make a run at things. That's going to be close. We'll check out their time here in just a moment. WIAA Fremont picking up the win. Edgar and then Iola Scandinavia right behind them.
300-meter low hurdles. First call, girls, Division 2, 300
Bangor in the number 4 spot at 43.83.
Girls Division 3, low hurdles, all girls. In Division 3, low hurdle competition. To the clerk, of course, we check in and lineups. Lane assignments in heat number 2 of the
So 43.83, and they were in the 4th spot. So we'll see what happens in this next run, the next heat here, which we'll keep an eye out on the Flying Arrows of Lancaster also. Stratford with the best time in this particular heat. And let's see, they might have, I think they do have the best time overall. Yes, they do. As far as qualifying times, they're in lane 5, Lancaster in lane 6, so we'll keep an eye on them. This could be one of those real tight races like we've been seeing here. Some of them are, the top 3 are within 1/10 of a second of each other. That always makes it nerve-wracking and fun at the same time.
Beat the record. Come on, Jack. Let's go, buddy.
Got him. Go, Jack! Come on, Jack!
There they are. It's Stratford and Lancaster coming right down. Wow. What a terrific run there by those two.
Easy day's work. Easy day's work. School record. Fuck, it is?
42.67, Stratford number 1, Lancaster 2. Howards Grove coming in 3rd. And let's see, we're still looking here for Bangor. Assumption is 43.89. And that would be in the number 5 spot, so Bangor should be qualified in that number 5 spot. So it looks like they will make it in. We're kind of checking in on this one just a little bit late, but we will look at and watch West Salem come across. Boy, there was some great runs right there. GET was in there as well. West Salem is going to be in the number 3 spot. And looks like they should qualify for tomorrow. So congratulations going out to them. We're going to start out here now with the 300-meter hurdles. And we're going to be watching Elena Christensen out of Viroqua, the sophomore coming in. And she has a qualifying time of 47.36. We'll also see in heat number 2, Tana Radloff out of Prairie du Chien. So this is, we're going to try and get in here a little bit. Again, Elena is going to be in lane 3, if I've got this right. Yes, it is, lane 3. So we should have a pretty good view of the start. Going around the bend. Well, we saw one young lady in a previous race. She tripped up, but she got back up, and she still wound up finishing probably in the top 5 in her heat there. I thought that was pretty awesome. Here they are coming down the stretch. Alana. Probably going to be in the number 5 spot, it looks like. Oh, I'm so sorry. There she is. I have a tendency to raise up a little bit watching. I got to remember not to do that. So my apologies there to the young ladies. Elena is going to wind up in the number 5 spot. And we'll keep track of her time. 46.94. So that's a pretty good time. She beat her time from the qualifying time. 46.94 in the number 5 spot. And now we'll keep an eye out for Tana Radloff out of Prairie du Chien. Radloff is in the number 7 lane. And a good clean start. I think we've only had 1 or 2 false starts here today, 2 that I remember. Radloff in the number 7 lane. So it looks like she might be in that number 6 or 7 spot there. We'll have to wait and see what it shows us here in the end. She's going to be number 6 at 48.79. So she will probably not. Now let's see, 46.96 is the number 3 spot. So Christensen should qualify for tomorrow's finals. So congratulations going out to her for that event. The New Lisbon Rockets have a runner qualified here for this boys 300. intermediate hurdles. And that's Jamison Barker, a junior. His qualifying time of 42.16. Now let's see if we can zoom in and find him, and hopefully the camera doesn't give me more headaches here. In the number 8 lane, I might have said 7, but it's in the 8 lane. 8th lane here is Jamison Barker. Coming around the bend here now. Barker looks like he might be trailing a little bit here. See if he can make that final push. Oh, somebody went down hard. But he was able to roll across the finish line here. Jamison is going to get a time here. We'll get you that time in his race. Jamison is, let's see, I wanted to say he was a junior. That's what he is. So he's going to have a shot at being back here again next year, which would be great. Get the Rockets going. Winning time of 39.44. Barker winds up in the number 7 spot at 43.32. We're going to go back up here to Tucker Staluka out of Seneca. He is going to be in lane 3. He came into this tournament action with a qualifying time of 41.51. So he is no slowpoke to this. None of them are. Dominic Ricky out of Webster came in with the best time at 39.03. Right behind him was McDonald's Central, Alex Tokarski, who had 39.13. So we'll see how this kind of shapes up here. Oh, they're going to be cheering on Staluka. Again, Tucker Staluka in the 3rd lane. There's your winner. And looks like Tucker got his steps off kilter just a little bit there, and he's going to wind up last guy coming across here. But I tell you what, he was really going pretty well there for a while. But he'll be back next year. You just got that feeling. Tucker Staluka out of Seneca. Well, we are going to zoom in here on this next race. Blake Theory out of Prairie du Chien is in this race, as is Isaac Pratt from Viroqua. Pratt started out here in the number 2 lane. He's on the inside part, so we're going to keep track of him. Theory, by the way, was in lane 6, right down almost near the middle here. Here they are coming down. Theory looks to be in number 3 spot right now. A couple guys chasing him pretty well. And Isaac's going to wind up in the 7th spot here today. Well, let's see if we can get the times here. The winning time by Jake Erickson. Erickson out of Belleville, New Glarus. He had a qualifying time of 39.47. So he surpassed that. Theory did hang on for 3rd place at 40.31. Pratt, he's going to drop down to 41.33. And that's going to be a hard one for Isaac as far as qualifying in for tomorrow's finals. In this race, as you just hear the gun sound, it's the 800-meter race, and Nora Gilson out of Boscobel. It's a couple of times around here, obviously. Gilson out of Boscobel coming into today's race. Let's see, what did she have for a time? She had a time of 2:23.84. 2:23.84, which is not a bad time. In heat number 2, the best time coming in was 2:10. Wow. That is really something. Almost, when you look at it, it was almost 14 seconds faster when you look at the times, the .84 and that kind of thing. Looks like Gilson, they didn't, I don't think they've changed anything. Now, earlier today, they were putting in the positions as somebody would overtake another competitor, and it was really kind of neat. They would start switching things up. Now they're doing that. Gilson is in the lead here with a split there. It looked like it was about 1:06. Well, that would be probably a best for her if she can get this in that 2:10 range here, but they're about ready to hit the 2-minute mark. Going to have to pour it on. Somebody's right on her tail here. I believe that is Harper. It is Harper out of Phillips. And Harper is so close. She is going to just pass her at the end. Actually, they're going to say that was May. I thought that was Harper in there, so I do apologize. Gilson does wind up second. 2:17.87, 2:17.94. Gilson, she beat her time by almost 6 seconds there. That's a tremendous showing when you can do something like that.
Now directing your attention to the award stand. 6th place went to Peyton Skorts of Rochelle, 37 feet.
So 2:17.
In 5th place, Sheree Hartwig of Athens, 37 feet, 11 and a half inches. 4th place was Jeanette Hanukovic of Kofax, 38 feet, 6 and 1/2 inches. 3rd place, Paige Krilinski of Ozaki, 39 feet, 9 and a half inches.
All right, well, this next one, the second heat here now, we're going to be watching Kaylee Peterson out of Ithaca Weston. She came in with a time of 2:20.97. So let's see if this particular one, they actually increased their times as well. When I say increase, I should say lower their times. That would not be all that surprising. Kaylee Peterson is in lane 7. She has been in the state tournament for, I think, all 4 years, hasn't she, if I remember correctly? She is just such a smooth runner. We'll see how she does here. She's now a senior. As I mentioned, 2 times around. They'll change the positions as soon as they get across the line here to kind of get your time, I guess, best way to explain it. You got 3 of them bunched together. There they are. If this is correct, Peterson would be, now they're going to make the switch. Peterson right now is running in about the number 9 spot, so she is going to have to put it in high. Here they are as they make the turn. And there's your 1, 2, 3. Here comes Peterson with a kick at the end, which she needed. 2:17. That should put her in the running, I would think, for tomorrow's finals. All right, we're going to move on here. Way over on that far corner is going to be Katie Randall out of Kickapoo Lafarge, a sophomore in this 200-meter dash. She will be in lane 2. A freshman in Brooklyn Ritchie out of Fenimore is going to be in lane 8. Randall coming in with a time of 26.72 and Ritchie coming in with a 26.49. But in between them is a 25.63 by Audrey Arndt out of Eau Claire Emmanuel Lutheran. The best time coming in is 25.28. That's going to be in Heat 2 with Assumption's sophomore Bella Thomas, which we do not have anybody else in that particular heat, so we'll probably just be concentrating on this one. And then we'll keep our fingers crossed that one of these two, Randall or Ritchie, can qualify for tomorrow's finals. I don't think this is a timed final. I'm going to have to take another quick peek here with that. No, this might be a timed. Oh, no, here it is. It is not a timed final. This is a qualifier. I just always got to double check. And there they go. Yeah, we're going to catch up to them. Again, Randall on the inside. Ritchie on the outside. And there's your final as they come across. We'll take a look here. Audrey Arndt did pick up the win. She'll be the automatic qualifier.
Division 3 competition. Lane 2, Grace Kuhn, St.
And we're going to keep track of Randall
3, Anna Stark.
and Richie. Richie out of Fenimore snuck in at 26.17. Randall is going to wind up in the 8th spot at 27.04. So Richie at 26.17 is what we're going to be hoping for her, that she can hang in there and qualify for tomorrow's finals. We're going to be moving into the men's 200 meter dash, and it's going to be Tim Bailey out of Riverdale we're going to be watching. Best time coming in as far as this heat is Jeff Schoenherr out of Stratford, a junior, with 22 point. Oh, check that. Actually, Bailey had the best time at 22.29. Schoenherr is 22.38, so that could be rather interesting. Seeing those guys coming along. Here is the start of the race. Again, 200 meter dash. Coming right down the line. Wow. That was a pretty good run. Well, let's see what we get for a time here. Bailey is going to qualify at 22.18, and literally 0.02 of a second behind him was Schoenherr at 22.2. So those guys, I'm going to watch them. They're going to be kind of a back-to-back kind of a thing, aren't they? That was quite the run. Braden Fishnick out of Cassville, Potosi. I've known some Fishnicks for some time in the Lancaster area, so that might be some relation to them. They wind up, he winds up number 3 in that position as well. So I would think that those 3 are going to qualify for tomorrow's finals. We are going to be moving into the men's Division 3 3,200 meter run. And Brookwood has a freshman in here, Cooper Powell. He's coming in the number 16 spot. But the thing is, he is coming in here to run, and that's great. He's right here on the bottom portion of your screen, next to the last coming our way here. And we're going to wish him the best of luck. 8 times around this lap. There's some stamina for you. And there they go. The lights are on here at UWL. And they're off on this 3,200. We'll keep track of it periodically here. And for the folks that are watching, as far as in the Norwalk, Ontario, Wilton area, we'll kind of let you know where Cooper Powell is at throughout the race. Coming into this race, the best time, it was Charlie, and I hope I'm saying this right, Vader out of Iola, Scandinavia. He came in with a qualifying time of 9:32.9. 9 minutes and 32 seconds. Wow. He was doing a pretty good job, and I believe, trying to catch the number, but I believe that is him that's broken free from the pack, yes. And take a look, Cooper Powell is running about 5th to the end here. So for the freshman coming in with the time that he had, that's not all bad. But you can see the distance here the gap is increasing with Vader or Vader, however you want to say that. We'll come back, check in with them in just a little bit. As we check in, we can see that Cooper Powell is dropped back now, third from last year, but still it's a decent looking pace here as they continue to move on through. But we're going to slide right down below us here, and coming into view is going to be the leader of the pack, and that is the Vader boy. And we'll get that, his school here once again here just in a second. WIAA, Scandinavia. Number 2 spot is Cars, and then Aaron's, and then there's a pack coming through. Taking a look here, Cars is from Crandon, and Aaron's is out of Alma Pepin. He's really picked up the pace from his qualifying time, which was a 10-minute mark, 10:03. He's on pace to bust that to smithereens. Here is Cooper Powell, and right about a half a lap, not even, behind him is Charlie Vader from WIAA, Scandinavia, and here is the final lap. My goodness. He has a chance to catch some of these runners in this 3200. Just an unbelievable pace that he's putting up there. We'll keep an eye on him. Very, very smooth runner for sure. The guys in front of him here still have a lap to go. Here's Vader. He is going to be your state champion. Boy, what a run. What a run. Wow, 9:02:57, and that they're saying is a brand new record, and it would bust that record by 5 seconds. What a run. He is the returning state champion, and he blew his time from last year out of the water by 21 seconds. His winning time last year was 9:23:43. It's a 9:02, almost a 9:03. He was not going to be denied. Here comes Cooper Powell for Brookwood, the freshman. And he is he's pretty well spent.